9+ years in length. Philip Dubé still with us. Anything stand out here? She seems to really be trying to connect with the interviewer, thinking that might get her out.
Oh, please, I hear nothing but perfidy and insincere tears, okay? Did you hear what she said? She says, I wrote this down, I feel like this is the end of a nightmare. In other words, tears of joy. Yay, it's finally over. He got his comeuppance. I can move on with my life. I can go to Miami. I can be with the kids and not ever have to look back. I don't have to pay a family law attorney $700 an hour anymore to litigate custody. It's all over. Yay. You know, that's what I'm hearing, you know? And then, of course, she doesn't shut up. And you would think as an attorney, she would have the presence of mind at a minimum to stay silent or lawyer up. What does she think? Does she think that they're putting her in an interrogation room just so that they can console her and make her feel better and deliver the bad news? They are collecting evidence. Do you think she thought for 1 minute that up in the light fixture that there was a 3D HD quality camera with lighting operating and picking up everything that's going on in that room? I don't even think she realized that was happening. And now look, they have this evidence against her. I'm so sorry. Seriously, if Donna is next, I think Wendy is on the road to perdition.
Yeah, and one has to wonder about Harvey as well. But the thing that, you know, you think about Charlie's trial, Catherine McBenowa was a big deal there. And Catherine McBenowa had at least one conversation with Donna alone on a beach. There's a connection that's close between Catherine, if she's going to be the big witness again with Donna's trial. They don't have that with Wendy. What is missing? Because common sense says, well, why isn't Wendy being rounded up as well? What, from your perspective here, is possibly missing? And are they waiting for Donna and then maybe Wendy's next?
I think what's missing is the digital evidence trail. If you remember, Ted, what prompted this whole investigation and what led everybody to Sigfredo and Luis was that their cell phones pinged off a tower right near Dan Markel's house. And they followed those pings from Tallahassee all the way to Miami, and they saw that those phones had made that trek twice. And then they got a search warrant and looked at the call records for both of their phones, and they saw calls being made to Catherine. And then they got Catherine's records, and they see constant communication between Catherine and Charlie. What is missing here digitally is a link lumping in Wendy into all those communications. Because trust me, if they would have had that, I think maybe all of them would have been tried in one fell swoop. So I think they're doing it in piecemeal in the hopes that everybody will flip and testify against each other. Because I do predict Charlie will flip. We're all going down with the ship together. I'm not taking the fall for you. You know, look, I did you the favor, but you're next, sister. And that's what I do believe is coming. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it is interesting to think about that family dynamic. As close as they were, a few months, few years behind bars, that is going to make a big difference.
Of course. Do you remember, I don't know if you reported on this one, Ted, back in 08 or 09 out of Florida, Dahlia DiPolito. Do you remember her?
Oh, yeah.
She solicited a hitman to kill her husband. Remember that? It was an undercover cop. And then when they delivered the bad news that your husband was dead, she put on these insincere fake crocodile tears, and all along she orchestrated the whole thing. She's still in prison.
Yeah, she is. She said it was just part of a reality show. That was that was a great case. All right, let's get a break. More of the interview when we come back and throughout the day here. But when we return, big verdict with Jonathan Majors, Marvel star, found guilty. We'll talk about that next.